Hello friend, and welcome to this gentle Yin Yoga practice. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. Legs are crossed at the shins, the spine is straight, shoulders are relaxed, the jaw is relaxed. We can close the eyes and bring the right hand toward the heart, left hand on the navel. Let's stay here for a couple breaths. Inhaling deep through the nose and exhaling deep through the nose. Allowing the breath and the surrounding sounds to help us feel more relaxed, more grounded, and more peaceful. Keeping the breath steady and deep, we can bring the hands on the knees, palms facing down to help us feel more grounded. And let's take a moment here to set an intention for our practice. Why are we on our mat today? Any intention is good. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Keeping our focus on the breath. Taking a moment here to get in touch with our deeper self. And when we're ready, let's begin our physical practice. Let's begin in Child's Pose, Balasana. So this is going to be a Yin style practice. Each posture will be held for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So each posture will be held for 90 seconds. Let's begin in Child's Pose. Sitting on the heels. The arms and hands are extended forward. And let's stay here for a while. Keeping our attention on the breath. Simply observing the mind, observing the sensations of the body without judgment. And let's move on to frog. Opening the knees, sinking into the hips, keeping the hips above the knees if we can. Let's come onto our forearms, sinking deep into those hips, feeling the stretch in the groin area, keeping the breath steady, bringing our attention toward the body, observing the sensations of the body. Simply noticing any discomfort we might feel in the hips, any discomfort we might feel in the body or the mind, and simply breathing through it all. And from frog, let's go into downward facing dog. Let's take a moment here to stretch. And inhale, walking toward the middle of the mat for seated. Let's take butterfly, Baddha Konasana. And let's stay here for 90 seconds. Soles of the feet against each other, folding forward, feeling the stretch in hips. Let's stay here for a while, simply noticing and observing the sensations of the body, the fluctuations of the mind. And when we're ready, let's release the posture, opening the legs and folding forward, coming onto the forearms if we can, sort of a straddle splits. And let's stay here for 90 seconds, simply observing the sensations of the body, observing the inner monologue, allowing the breath to calm the mind, noticing the sounds of the surroundings, simply noticing without judgment. let's cross the legs, taking a vinyasa, going into downward facing dog, and inhaling the right foot forward, left knee on the mat, going into lizard pose, opening the right hip. We can come onto our forearms if we can, feeling the stretch in the right hip, in the left psoas muscle, allowing the breath to calm the mind, simply noticing any discomfort, any emotions that may arise. Always inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And from lizard pose, let's go straight into downward facing dog. And inhale the left foot forward this time, lizard pose on the left. Bringing the right knee on the mat, opening the left knee, opening the left hip, bringing the forearms toward the floor. And let's stay here for 90 seconds. Keeping our breath steady, keeping the mind focused and present, fighting the urge to wander with the thoughts. And gently releasing the posture. We can take Balasana here, child's pose, for a couple breaths. And when we're ready, inhale, downward facing dog, and walking toward the middle of the mat for seated, lying on our back. Let's take a spinal twist here. So right knee into the chest, twisting from the waist, the right knee toward the floor, right hand toward the left foot, cactus arms, arms to a T, gazing toward the right, making sure to keep the right shoulder head on the mat, Feeling the twist in the waist, in the lumbar spine. Keeping our steady yogic breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And gently releasing the posture. Let's do the same on the other side. Bringing the left knee toward the chest, left knee toward the sky, twisting from the waist, the left hand toward the right foot, gazing toward the left, keeping the left shoulder head on the mat, feeling the twist in the lumbar spine. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Being present in the moment and in the body. Fighting the urge to think of something else. Being fully present. Simply being and existing in the moment. And gently releasing the posture, bringing both knees toward the chest, squeezing the knees in, arms around the knees. We can rock from side to side here, creating space in the low back, keeping the eyes closed or gazing at the ceiling. Simply and gently rocking from side to side, simply being in the present moment, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Noticing how the body feels at the end of the physical practice. How do we feel after having worked the hips? Do we feel any emotions that have risen? Do we feel calm and relaxed? And simply observing without judgment. ready, let's go back into our seated position for a guided meditation, crossing the legs. We can put a blanket on our knees and on our legs to keep warm. Bringing the hands on the knees, palms facing down to keep us grounded. Let's take a little while here to connect with our breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose, keeping the spine straight, shoulders are back, the jaw is relaxed, the chin is slightly in, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Inhaling through the nose, allowing the belly to expand with each inhale, and exhaling through the nose, keeping this deep abdominal breathing all throughout the meditation. You can notice the breath as it enters your nose. Notice each time as you breathe in, the way the breath feels on your nostrils. Feel the breath as it passes through your nasal passages and down behind your throat. Feel each time you inhale, the breath passing down your windpipe. Feeling the breath going down and down. Notice where the air enters your lungs. Allow your breathing awareness to deepen the feeling of relaxation you are experiencing. Feel the air expand your lungs with each breath. Feel your lungs expand and relax. Expand and relax. Expand and relax. Now notice the exhalation parts of breathing. Observe as the air leaves your lungs and begins to travel upward, focusing your attention on the exhalation phase of the breath. Now turn your attention to the breath traveling up and out through your mouth. Feel the breath in your throat and out through your nose. Notice each breath as a whole now. See how the breath flows like a wave. First in, pause, and then out, and then a pause. Notice the pauses, the rests between the inhales and the exhales and the inhales. Now as you relax, keep noticing your inhales, your exhales, and the pauses, simply noticing without judgment. And when you are ready to return to your day, you can gently reawaken your body, return to the present moment, noticing how calm and relaxed you are, noticing how regular your breathing has become, how calm your mind has become. Don't forget to thank yourself for practicing, for taking care of your body and of your mind. And our practice is done. Thank you. Namaste.